stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas. As we'll see, last season's national champions, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We're almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. To throw, it's Roche. Well, nearly an interception here on the opening drive. It's going to bring up 3rd down instead.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Big moment early in this playoff game. They face a 3rd down in the opening drive. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking deep downfield to the left. Oh, that was picked off. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Chris, you have all week to kind of find the matchups that you want. They clearly wanted to go after this defensive back. They looked at it, first drive of the game. They make the throw. It's just a poor decision, in my opinion, by this quarterback, and it cost him.
Send the back in motion. Looking to throw in the first play of this semifinal. Quick completion to the tight end. You'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Now it's 2nd down here. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side. What a catch! They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
That's a big-time play by this wide receiver from Notre Dame. You think about Notre Dame teams that have been able to get up into the national scene. They've always seemed to have a difference maker out on the perimeter, going way back to Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket, who is dynamic, most recently Chase Claypool. You got to have somebody out on the outside that can make plays to have a chance of winning these big games.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. Touchdown, Fighting Irish, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Looking to pass. It's Roche. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
A new set of downs after that completion. First down, looking to throw the ball. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Incompletion makes it second down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. With the catch, it's Gilliam. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
Man, another big-time catch by a Clemson wide receiver. How long have you and I been saying that, it seems like, over the years? Going back to Sammy Watkins and DeAndre Hopkins and Mike Williams and Hunter Renfrow and T. Higgins, all those guys on to the NFL having great careers, and now watching these players today in that same Clemson uniform making those big plays.
First down, looking to throw the football. Caught over the middle. It's Gilliam. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 30 and a first down.
And I love that they continue to go back to this talented wide receiver. That's back-to-back plays with big gains, and it's not surprising. Like I said, the scouting report all week long, we heard about this guy's ability to make plays against this defense, and the quarterback and the receiver right now have a nice rhythm going.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Back to throw again. Pulls it in. It's Gilliam. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Important second down play coming up. Back to throw. It's Roche. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looks left and finds his target there.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And it's intercepted right near the goal line.
We're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
And the Fighting Irish Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Movement here from the tight end. They'll run it here. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He keeps it on the design run. Picks up a short gain, but is swarmed by the defense flying to the football.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on 3rd down. Now a big decision coming up here on 4th.
The punting unit on the field after the 3rd down incompletion. He boots it away from inside his own end zone. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. Clemson offense is back out there. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Scanning the field. It's Roche. Fires it to the wideout. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his 2nd interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
Here's the first play of the drive now. They're set up at their 40. He hands it off from the gun.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quarterback making some changes at the line. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. And they'll run it with the draw play. Breaks loose at the 40. Defense stops him short of the mark. So now it's 4th down.
The offense has a big play here, but they really put themselves in a hole on 1st and 2nd down. That's why they've needed to try to play catch-up. They get some great yards there on 3rd down, but it's still 4th down. Can they pick up the first?
They'll aim it toward the sideline. Solid punt. And no chance for a return as the punt sails out of bounds. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this 2nd down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Play fake, looking to throw. Off target with the throw, incomplete.
Chris, that's a classic case of predetermining what to do with the football. You've got this incredibly talented receiver, arguably the best athlete on the field. I get it. You want to get him the football, but throwing into double coverage, that's a no-no and a great way to throw picks.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. Looking downfield, it's Roche. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Makes the grab inside the 30, and he's still running. It's a solid game to pick up the first down on what will be likely the final play of this first quarter. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead, and the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. QB to the tight end for a completion. Second down play coming up for this offense. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Back to throw. It's Roche. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Good job by the defense here on this 3rd down, and now it's going to bring up a big 4th down play and a decision here for the head coach. The Tigers will look to convert here on 4th down. Needs a completion here on 4th down. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there. This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. The
trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looks toward the sideline and finds the running back. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback will throw it off the one pass option. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down mark.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. They're going to throw for it on third and short. Delivers quickly to the left side. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? It's a shotgun run call. He picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
What a surprise. Notre Dame running the football for another first down. Seems like we've been saying that for decades and decades. The ability to run the football, not just the backs that stand out to me when you think about Notre Dame's history. It's especially true about the line of scrimmage and those big offensive linemen opening up those holes.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, the advantage you have, obviously, from a quarterback standpoint, running the RPO, is you get time to evaluate that first and second level of the defense and see where they're going. Unfortunately, the defense didn't show him much, and the back ends up taking it for just a few.
Someone moved this a bit too early. It cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Second down after that previous play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. Big moment here in this playoff game. Third and short in the 7th play of the drive. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch made on the left side. That gain moves the ball to the 17. First down.
Chris, Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Well, it looked like the quarterback was caught in between. Should I hand it off? Should I pull it and make the throw? Ends up getting some positive yards, but I think they missed a chance for a bigger gain.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Handoff heading left. Has a path to the end zone. No stopping him on that one. Touchdown, Notre Dame. That kind of execution for a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Clemson, 0.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And he's stopping short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Looking for the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. The junior brought down after making a great catch.
This is why this Clemson offense is so tough to defend. You get caught up in the running game, the threat of the quarterback as a potential run threat. You leave yourself one-on-one, and then you can make these throws downfield to dynamic playmakers on the perimeter.
And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. And the Tigers come to the line in a hurry-up.
Pretty good gain here by this offense, and here they are. They're getting already set to the line of scrimmage. They're ready to go. Defense better get their cleats in the ground.
He'll take a deep shot here. Caught way downfield and still running inside the 20. They finally make the tackle, but he gets all the way to the 14. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And the wideout goes in motion. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Dangerous play call here after that 5-yard penalty. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Oh, they trapped him for a sack.
There we go. The defense is able to finally get some pressure on this guy. That's one way to slow him down. He has had one heck of a drive, but this time, give the defense some credit for getting after him. So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that
is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, but the defender a little too aggressive here. That should result in a first down. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
It's a nice game by this offense. This quarterback has such a good feel for running the option. Whether it's handing it, keeping it himself, or pitching it, puts a lot of pressure on the discipline of this defense.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Pass caught. Can he get in? Touchdown, Clemson, as they get on the board here in this playoff game. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down to the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up in the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
Make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. He'll start at the 25. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. QB keeper all the way. Got the first down and still motoring. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? He's looking to throw. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. He's bringing it back. Touchdown, Tigers. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment. Wow, a takeaway and a touchdown. We are all tied up with a spot in the championship game at stake.
Well, the timing of this, not just coming up with this turnover, but the defense, opportunistic awareness, and being able to turn that into a touchdown. As you said, Chris, a tie game. Now everything's in front of us. Who wants to get to the championship the most?
Point after, up and good. The BAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. That strong coverage, though, they tackle him at the 11-yard line. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. And here's the handoff. That run moves the ball to the 16. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Ball handed off. The He moves the ball to the 20-yard line. The clock is still running, not to hurry up here, but it's a crucial third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Pressure is coming. Finds room at the 30. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Play action here on first down. Looking deep downfield to the left. It's caught inside the 30 and still going. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. And that one's straight down the middle.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. They finally make the stop there after a huge gain, but that wraps up the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Tigers will kick it off to begin the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They built the lead with an efficient running game. Let's see if they can take to the air now to start the third quarter. They get the second half started with their running play. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Here's the second down play. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Handing off on the draw play. Tackle made, but he gets the ball out across the 20-yard line. Good game.
Look at this offensive line paved the way for this back on this huge run. This is the way you come out to start the second half, working with a lead.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
Shotgun handoff here. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Well, these are the kind of plays you have to make to be able to win the game in the second half. This back had a great first half and has gotten plenty of touches, so you've got to make sure this half is different than how things have gone so far.
Second down play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a fourth down.
Well, this is exactly what the defense talked about at halftime, coming up with a stop to start this second half. Now they've done that on this third down. We'll see what happens with the decision on fourth down, but the defense looks at a very different kind of energy to start the second half.
Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick with pretty good distance. And the kick angles out of bounds, so no return possible here. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. And looking to throw now on first down. On the move now. Catch made on the right side. He's swarmed by the defense.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense, when you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
Second down, looking to throw it. Lets it go quickly. Wide open downfield. He's out of bounds after a nice gain, and finally a spark of life from this offense.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
Offense operates to the plus 46 after that huge gain. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. That ball snagged for a completion. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looking to throw yet again. Just flings it out of bounds, and pass rush closing in. After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Catch made on the out route. Looks like Clemson will have the first down.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. It's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
6th play of the drive coming up. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Gilliam. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Big moment here in this playoff game. 3rd and short in the 7th play of the drive. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. That gain moves the ball to the 17. First down. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. off the play fake, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
And now it's second down here. Handoff here from the shotgun. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
And the Tigers looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. Design quarterback run. Touchdown, Clemson, to put them on top now. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Now great field position to start the drive. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. Last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Moves out of the pocket. Looks like he's going to run it. Past the 25. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield. But the defense does their job. They've got everybody covered. But I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the first down.
Oh, and a flag before the snap. Looked like the defense jumped into the neutral zone there. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So 1st down and 5 after the penalty. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. It's an out route, the catch made. The gain is good enough for a 1st down near the 38.
You call a quick out on 3rd down, I think that tells you the confidence you have in a quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, I'm surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that 1st down.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Ball handed off. The junior able to bring him down quickly. The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He escapes the pocket. Fires it on the move. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical third down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to fourth down.
And the punt team makes its way onto the field. Not a very good boot. Sets up the offense in great field position. And he puts it out of bounds, so no return. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. And there's the handoff. He's past the marker and still going. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Dropping back, it's Roche. Checks this down to the running back. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Pass complete. It's second down now. Wants to throw it. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Breaks into the clear. Finally tackled at the 7. What a play. Sets up a first and goal now.
Well, when the dust settles and the games are over, it's how many big plays did you create and how many did you prevent. This is a huge play for this offense. Now, can they get the ball into the end zone or they have to settle for 3?
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Launching one to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
They're setting out to try the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So Clemson has the lead here, Kirk, as we head to the quarter break. And as we've reached the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game's summary before we move on. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Johnson. Tackled at the 35. Good enough for a first down.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
The offense really clicking against this battle defense. Off the play fake on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44.
Now, the offense is taking advantage of the defense kind of sitting back with this lead. That's back-to-back plays of big yards. You know, it's a bend but don't break mentality from this defense, but they might want to reevaluate because this offense is moving the ball too quickly down the field.
Looking to throw again. It's a quick route. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Snags a quick throw. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
Loses the ball behind the line. Defense makes the recovery, a turnover.
Defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball. They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Using that challenge, a smart move by the head coach as the officials overturn the previous ruling on the field. Important 2nd down play coming up. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. And he drops back in the gun. Complete to the running back. Can he get first down yardage? And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Big conversion for this offense, and for the defense, it's one thing to simply allow a first down, but entirely different thing when you realize the offense doesn't fear you. And this is exactly what happens here.
He's running out of time here. Misses the receiver, incomplete. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Touchdown, Irish. What a grab in the end zone in a clutch moment. That score makes things a lot more interesting here in the 4th quarter with a spot in the national championship game on the line.
This feels like a playoff game now. You can just see it on the guys' faces. That was a momentum punch. Now the focus shifts to the opposition. Can they march down and answer, or will they wilt to the pressure?
Now the try for the 2-point conversion. This is caught. Could be an important 2-point conversion to get within a field goal during the late stages. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Receiver in motion now. Dropping back. It's Roche. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
Well, that was a bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. The mechanics were a bit shaky.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10. What can they do here to make it 3rd and manageable? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll tackle him at the 27.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. The receiver grabs it. They bring him down to the 45 and a solid gain to keep this drive going.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys the 3rd down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a first down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
Good throw by the quarterback off the RPO. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Chewing clock with the running game. Runs through the defender. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks on the ball, and it's a short gain.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Crucial play for both offense and defense. We'll see what we get here on 3rd and 4. Dropping back, it's Roche. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now 4th down.
Boy, 3rd down and short, they decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit, doesn't work out. Now you're at 4th and short. Got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air again?
Quick throw, testing the middle. That's reeled in. It's Gillian. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Oh, the defense blows an opportunity. You get them to 4th down, a chance to get the ball back to your offense, and instead it's a first down, and now this one could be over.
He dumps it off to the tight end, and the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. There's the handoff. They test the middle there, but get nothing. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. One of the biggest plays we've had so far. 3rd down, and the crowd really getting into it. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They stop him quickly, but not before a gain down to the 6. It's 1st and goal.
Well, I love the call here by the offensive coordinator. Has the lead in the 4th quarter. It's 3rd down. Instead of running, you throw it. Take a chance of a potential incompletion, but instead you trust your quarterback. Completion, first down, fresh set of downs, and you continue to work that clock.
The Tigers come to the line with 1st and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. They finally corral him at the 1. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Coming up, second down and goal. And they'll try the quarterback sneak. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Extra point, up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Their championship dream's not quite dead yet, but it's desperation time. They've got to get something going right now. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. Oh, the pass is picked off.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
This one wrapped up, the quarterback will just take a knee.